Hey, this is Ian Westerman. I'm the head pro at EssentialTennis.com, where it's our mission to bring passionate instruction to passionate tennis players just like you. Welcome to this video in which I'm going to be sharing with you one of the #1 reasons why tennis players get stuck at a certain level and they plateau and they basically win against the same players and lose against the same players for year after year after year. And what this basically comes down to is a disconnect between two different realities. Let me explain what I mean. Reality #1 is, and by the way, this falls under the broad umbrella of what is natural. A lot of times players talk about the most natural way to hit a forehand, or they'll say, this is what feels natural to me, most natural to me. It's a certain way of swinging the racket. Now, the problem with that is there are two different realities operating at the same time. Reality #1 is what is, in fact, the most biomechanically correct way to move the racket to produce a certain kind of result. The way that is most natural as far as how our bodies work and function and move when they are working efficiently and smoothly. And you know what I'm talking about. When you watch somebody who's a much better player than you, everything just looks fluid and effortless. And we say that that is hitting naturally, or it looks natural and smooth. And we want to hit like that. So that's reality #1. Reality #2 is our own habits, the way that we swing a racket, the patterns that we are used to and comfortable with. And therefore, anything outside of those patterns don't feel right to us. So an example of how this causes players to get stuck, for example, let's just say somebody who uses a forehand grip for their serve. And year after year after year, they line up and they hit a serve like this with a forehand grip. They're not getting the racket on edge, they're not pronating, they're not using their shoulder or their body in the most natural way possible, and so they're not getting the results that they really could. Then let's say they go take a lesson, and that the person they take a lesson from says, hey, you should really be serving with this grip. And they go and they try it for the first time, and the ball goes, way off to the side someplace. And the phrase that I heard over and over and over again as a full-time teaching pro was, after somebody tried something for the first time, they would say, that doesn't feel natural, or that doesn't feel right, even though what they just tried is actually more correct within the confines of the first reality, which is what's biomechanically most correct, most efficient, the better way of moving the body to create a good result. So what do players do? They try that different grip or whatever it is for maybe a couple of shots, or maybe a couple hours, or maybe even a couple weeks, and they quickly decide, this doesn't feel right, this doesn't feel natural, and they go right back to their old way of hitting the ball, because that's what feels natural to them. So this kind of cycle of maybe trying something here, trying something there, and then judging right away, oh no, it doesn't feel right, it doesn't feel natural, going back to what they're comfortable with, gets players stuck at the same level for year after year after year after year. And today's video, I just wanted to bring this pattern to the forefront in case this is something that maybe you're going through and it's keeping you stuck at a certain level. So be aware of this, and really the way that you combat this is you have a process to follow. You have clear progressions that are leading you towards better ways of moving your body, different movement patterns, so that you can strike the ball better. And it takes time, it takes a little bit of a process. And if you're interested in some coaching that will help you do that with your forehand and backhand ground stroke, there's going to be a link in the description down below. You can sign up for some coaching from us for just $1. Check that out. It'll help you hit the most accurate forehands and backhands that you've ever hit in your life. With that, if you have any comments or questions, leave them down below in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, if it was helpful to you, do me a favor and click like or thumbs up wherever you happen to be watching. Thank you so much for watching today. I appreciate it. Take care, and good luck with your tennis. For hundreds of free digital tennis lessons, head over to EssentialTennis.com right now. More wins and more fun on the court is right around the corner. You'll even get a free gift just for stopping by. Simply click the link at the top of any page.